Hey everybody, this is Cyrock'em again. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2 as the Uyghurs. Playing multiplayer with friends. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Let's unmute them.
And if you want, you can attack into the rest of it while I deal with India.
Of course. How's it going, guys?
Hey,
How's it
All right.
going?
yeah, I decided what I was originally going to do with you, John. I'm going to do with Steve instead, since he really has only one front
Okay.
and one person to attack. I'm going to give him land in Tibet so
Okay.
he can fight people besides Khazaria.
Yeah, that's alright. You guys can divide up India. And I can take a middle path through like northern Iran, through the Middle East, through Anatolia.
Oh, yeah. Steve, accept the commander offer. Accept or deny the commander offer. You.
I'm gonna deny it for now.
Okay, that's fair.
Alright, where
You just have
are my
And I'm
troops?
not
have
that
to-
great of a
yeah.
commander anyway, so that shouldn't be a huge loss for you. If I was like a 20 commander, I'd feel kind of bad about it. But I'm like 13. So it's not like a huge. There's definitely other people that we can get with. But yeah, I'm gonna be out of the fighting game for a little bit while my horde recharges. Because
Alrighty,
I lost a lot of it last time.
Yeah, that was entirely your fault.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That was. I didn't realize I forgot to tell them to stop raiding.
Okay, I'm down to only being 3 counties over the limit, but that'll settle down as I start being able to give you more stuff, John.
Alright. So if you don't remember, if anyone watching this doesn't remember, last time Chris became the new Kagan after my character died. And so in between I gave Chris the Uyghur kingdom because it was getting confusing because he was the Kagan, he was the emperor of Uyghur and I was the king of
Oh,
Uyghur.
that happened automatically.
They were the same kingdom and the name was the same, so it was really confusing, so I just gave him that kingdom.
And I handed it back.
Yeah. I've still got it, but it's now much clearer who is me and who is he.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm blue and he's purple.
Yeah, and Chris has also given me a number of provinces around here. He's just given up, he's given a bunch of stuff that has already been burned. I'd really like to make...
Yeah, we can start whenever you want to, John.
Okay, I've got a lot of little things that need doing.
Yeah.
Because I think my dude just took power.
Yeah, he died last time.
Yeah.
Remember correctly, he died as we ended.
We've got like 4 rebellions that we're gonna have to deal with too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's gonna.
But now that I can burn more things, they should go away faster.
Oh, what a mistake.
Alright, I'm just gonna unpause. I don't have... I've got a decent... No, it's like, I'm just recovering. All my manpower recovery is going to recovering my troops right now. I'm probably not gonna have enough to really fight any of these guys. And there's a 5th one.
And another one.
Another one. Another one. Another one. I resist a foul temptation to torture this guy.
Meh.
Yeah. Yeah. Meh.
God,
We
more
got
of
another
them.
revolt.
At least one of these is almost done. You could probably white peace the second liberation Transoceania, the one that's farthest to the left. If you want to.
Oh, I'm putting him in jail.
Alright. You revoke his land. Yeah, I don't know where all my manpower. Okay, am I
Oh
not
my
gonna?
God.
Am I not gonna recoup any of my guys until my manpower is already maxed out?
You should be recouping your guys as soon as you have the manpower.
All right. I mean, I've got a stack that at max would be 1750. It's kind of sticking at 1053, and right now my manpower is 7123 out of 1080 10,877. I could make more units, I suppose. I don't know why some of these guys aren't reinforcing. Or maybe they're retinue? No. I don't know. Whatever. Just gonna... What did he say was probably one of the best ones to make?
There's a couple options. What are you going for? Money or cheap?
I don't know. I've got a good bit of money, but I am losing a lot right now. I'm losing at 12 per month. For some reason. I think I'll make some of the Marauder Horde. I've got a decent bit of prestige. Actually, I don't have much prestige. In fact, I'm losing prestige because of retinues. How am I losing?
That's your horde.
Oh no, that's my prestige. I'm losing 19.72 per month because of retinues.
Yeah, your retinues are your horde.
Okay.
So how do you?
Oh, so they
leverage
actually
that?
you don't actually buy them with prestige. They just they keep sucking it away
You buy
though.
them with prestige, and you pay prestige to keep their upkeep.
Oh, okay. That's sort of weird. All right, I'd be better off with the money then. With spending the money. I'll make some light horse archers.
I wouldn't.
No? The horse archers aren't the best?
They're good at taking down stuff, but you can't use them for sieges.
I don't know how many sieges I'm gonna be doing.
Generally, you get more mileage with just light cavalry than horse archers.
Oh, I've got camel cavalry.
Those are universally better.
Yeah.
You can make
They're
camels
less expensive
or
too, actually.
elephants. If you can make camels or elephants or full on heavy cav, do that.
Okay. Yeah, I just got a couple units of those dudes. What's up, Steve?
My apprentice, Horse, he died. My son. It was a foggy night when the hired dog was in the Tunbork. He apparently tried to talk his way out of the situation, but the attackers were not so easily charmed. They were not supposed to injure him badly, but something must have gone wrong. This hurts more than I thought. Or dies. Man.
Yeah, I need to pause this.
Oh, it's my only child. Oh shit.
Dang, dude.
And my heir is my shitty half brother. That's actually pretty good. Never mind. Or oh.
I might have to get rid of my retinue. Constantly draining.
Yeah, I gotta make a new clan, guys. I'll absorb them as soon as I can.
Okay. Like, why do
We're
you
also
just have too
losing
much
a revolt.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Hindu uprising?
Yeah.
Alright. So what was it? What clan was it? Who is it?
It's you see the little dude into the one county dude in Tibet.
I
Yarkane?
think so? Yeah, this guy. The Kuntuvid. Kuntuvi.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Another one?
Another one. Another one. Man. Yeah, I've gotta. Thought they were. I didn't think they'd drain prestige. Maybe it wasn't a problem. Maybe it wasn't a problem when I was the emperor, but right now I just cannot deal with that.
Yeah, similar. That's why I'm in the same boat, sort of.
How can I
Where I can't
tell the
really-
difference between the?
Yeah, I gotta pause it again.
Like, I'll be right back. I'll send some troops to help out, though.
Or is it? Is it my
Nice.
entire horde? Or it's only the ones that I bought with prestige?
Only the ones you bought with prestige.
How do I? Is there a way to know which ones I bought with prestige?
Yes, go to your screen. Go to your screen. Look at the troop composition. The ones you with.
Say again?
Go to the military screen. Go
Okay.
to horde.
Mm-hmm.
There are two. There are two units that you can buy with prestige.
Yeah.
Memorize their troop composition. Check your horde for ones that look like that.
Okay. Gotcha. Hmm. So it's like majority of light cav. I mean, because they're not at full, it's kind of hard for me to tell.
If they are entirely light cav, then they're definitely prestige.
Yeah, alright. Alright, that actually helped a lot. I mean, it was really just one thing that made a big difference there. Wow. That's a lot of guys. That's a big clan uprising.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to give them what they want, and I'll have to absorb them later. God, I really don't like doing this. Yeah, is Steve back?
Guess not. So also there's a city here in Osrusana that I'll give you.
Not right now.
Oh, okay.
Wait, where?
Osrusana, it's kind of like in the middle. It's like It's the northern province in the Duchy of Samarkand. Man,
What's the city called?
It's Khujand. Khujand. Okay.
Okay, so I'm back. Not too far from me are 2,000 Manichaean troops. I can intercept them.
Okay, I'm gonna unpause it.
Alright.
Yeah, if you can intercept them, that would be great.
Me?
I'm gonna try. Everything takes really long to get there, you know, so I'm not gonna be too. Can't promise it, but
Hey, Sunni revolt now. Now, this Hindu
Well, I'm right by
uprising.
the Sunni revolt, so I can take care of that one.
I don't have enough guys to fight any of these.
I can take care of these 2,000 troops. I have 7,000. That's pretty much it, though. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do too much help to the. I mean, the Hindu uprising's gonna win, probably. What we should do is try to nip in the bud the
I'm trying to get to
The
the
smaller
Hindus,
ones. I wouldn't even worry about them. They're at 95%.
but I just have to beat them in one battle, and that turns the tide.
Yeah, but do we want to let the other ones get that dangerously close?
Well, the same thing goes for the other ones. I just have to beat them in one battle. And
Well, I'm working on the Manichaeans, so we'll see if I can catch up to them. But I think they are trying to get the hell out of my way. So it's going to require some clever maneuvering. They're 2 counties away from me, so I can't promise anything to them.
Hold on. Alright, Chris, real quick. Alright, so apparently I can lose barracks in Bezeklik. I think I could raid you. I want to make sure that I don't do that unless you
raid
want
me.
me to.
12th
Because that-
Mongolian Buddhist Revolt. 12.
Hold on, let me find exactly what this province is or whatever first, make sure. Actually, I mean, that's a little gold and some tech points. It'd be better to just get the prestige anyway. Actually, no. I think I can't actually avoid this. I can either say bring back the spoils to me and we will divide them between us, or I just get 50 prestige. I say anything you see is yours for taking. I don't
Yep,
think
that-
I'll do that. I'll do that one. That gives me prestige, and it doesn't destroy one of your barracks, I think.
Well, that would be good. Any building that gets destroyed means that it's rated.
All right, never mind then. I'll be sure to do it later.
I liked it much better when you were in charge, and I didn't have.
Yeah, I was doing pretty alright when I was in charge.
Yeah, so I destroyed their army. Mannequins.
Yeah,
It is
now on
50,000.
siege, anything they're holding.
Yeah, I'm working
don't
on
know.
that.
Well, I'm working on it. Let's see.
All right.
Okay, mannequins are done.
See?
All right. I want to get rid of any light cav, heavy light, large numbers of light cav, small numbers of horse archers. Pretty much everyone, I think. I think I had used only the prestige one.
Okay, I'm going back to my territory because I can't really help out against these two. There's just too many troops.
Just unsiege stuff.
Well, the problem is that would bring me dangerously close. I'll unsiege the northernmost areas, but
I'll head over there as well.
I mean, I can't risk a fight with a group of troops with
All right. I mean,
like
you're
this
getting it
8,000
though.
group. They'll kick my ass.
They might not. Keep in mind that your troops are better than that.
Maybe.
No, yes, they are because they're
No,
full
I mean
cavalry.
maybe. I'm not saying maybe that my troops are maybe better than theirs. I'm saying that maybe I would. But I still want to be careful about it because I just recovered from a pretty big beating. Now I have the prestige really to recover from another one in a decent amount of time. And I only have 7,000 troops. Before I was running, I think, like 12,000 or something. Hey, news from China. The status quo in China is over. Harmony and progress are blossoming throughout China under the benevolent rule of Qian Shenzong. New types of precious silks and other wondrous new wares have started to flow along the increasingly safe routes of the Silk Road, whose wealth is doubled. The Silk Road should not... Whose?
Status quo is over. This is an even better status quo.
Whose wealth is doubled? The Silk Road, whose wealth is
Silk
doubled.
Road trading posts.
The wealth of Silk Road is troubled. Whose?
Anyone who has a Silk Road trading post, its wealth is double.
Well, I get that. It just is worded in a very funny way.
They're Swedish, dude. Don't worry about it.
Swedes. They got 100% against this other dude.
I know. I'm gonna unsiege their stuff though because I can raid some buildings. Some of my own buildings make pillaging go a little faster.
Oh, okay.
Or not, they can just give up.
I wish we could send propaganda to other countries. I just imagine a pamphlet with this picture of a staircase in the middle of the steps.
Man, if only we had like a writing system.
Who needs a writing system?
Yeah, who needs the writing system? We have photography. We actually have, just like we have, you know, a giant calculator for no reason.
Yeah. We can have a giant printing press.
Get thrown off. We also have the advanced photography.
Right.
Not digital, mind you, but
I'm gonna burn down one of your sun temples, apparently.
Don't. I need those.
Okay. I thought you were so keen on buildings.
Sun temples are there to hold the religion place,
Okay,
which means I only put them there if it's a holy sun.
gotcha. We're so advanced, one of our provinces are named after biscuits.
really,
Yeah, the one you're going to.
we're the best biscuits. That's what our propaganda is about.
Yeah, it's about floppy disks.
Biscuits.
Oh, we're talking the big black ones, not the little blue ones.
I was about biscuits.
I wouldn't say biscuits are necessarily a technological novelty. Cultural,
Well,
maybe, but not technological.
Maybe not your biscuits, but mine are.
They're
When
made
people
out of
come and
silicon.
They look upon my biscuits. They say this is a marvel of technology and industry. Now, how did you produce these biscuits? Tell them. With science.
The 12th Mongolian Revolt.
Is there another one?
Only 12?
No, that was the 12th one of that particular type of revolt.
Holy shit, Susie Jerkins host. You see this? Susie Jerkins is the character from Calvin and Hobbes. Holy shit, she's going through Pamir now. Okay, you gotta check this out. Susie Jerkins. Come on.
Alright,
Oh,
so
and Susie
That's-
Jerkins? Oh my
that's
god,
your
that's my
host.
half brother!
God damn it, Steve.
Oh my god, that's the funniest shit. So actually, now I remember that I named my half brother Susie Jerkins.
you were so impressed by your own joke.
Well, because I didn't think it was my joke. I thought the game had thrown in a Calvin and Hobbes reference. It'd be pretty cool. See, out of the middle of nowhere, in the middle of steps, Susie Jerkins from Calvin and Hobbes. But as it turns out, like in an M. Night Shyamalan movie, there was a twist. It was my character that I made, who I forgot about.
Got another rebellion, and he actually was calling me into it.
Well, you'll better get your asses over and help, because he wants to kill me.
Yeah, I have 500 troops.
I have 7,000. Let me know where you want to meet, and I'm good.
Where I am, that would be a good place to meet.
Well, I'm on my way. I gotta watch out for those 12,000 they have over there, though, man. Because I cannot risk losing in my whole army. Oh, jeez, there's no good way of getting over there. I might get intercepted by them. No, they're not. Okay, I'm going to where you are. You're still in Yarkand?
Yeah, I'm moving into Hotan.
Alright, he's coming after me. I need you to come back over here.
I'm heading over there.
Because I might not...
John, can you get to his capital?
Sure.
Okay, I'm getting slammed.
I'm on my way.
I don't think you're going to make it in time.
No, the other guy's capital.
Yeah, okay, I got it. Keep in mind, I have 500 troops.
Oh, we killed the Khan. I managed to kill Khan Stormer.
Okay.
Okay, so we lost. We killed one of their leaders.
Yeah, you massacred his army, dude.
So
Yeah, unfortunately he won.
I'm okay with that, considering how much damage you did to his army.
Well, we killed him. I think.
So are you guys, like, how much prestige are you getting per turn?
Prestige?
Yeah.
I'm losing 20 points.
How much do you have total?
Almost 3,000.
How about you, Steve? What's your prestige
Okay,
at?
so I have 161 prestige, and I am gaining my losing 21 per turn.
Yeah.
Per month.
I think something might be bugged.
No, it's just...
I was gaining it until a few minutes ago, but now that my army's regenerating, it seems that it's costing me a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I just can't keep an army.
Yeah, you gotta... It depends on how much money you make versus prestige. In the beginning, the prestige is easier to maintain.
No, what I'm saying is that I'm pretty sure I only had units that I bought with money, and I was still losing prestige. I think I don't think I have any units, and I'm still losing prestige because of retinues.
Huh.
Like,
Well, the good news is I can reabsorb these clans so they won't cause us problems. Well, one of them. Oh, you have no troops.
yeah, exactly. I got rid of them all because I'm bleeding prestige.
No, not you. The guy who I'm about to force to absorb.
Yes, also me.
And you're still losing stuff with no troops.
Hold on a sec. We'll wait for the month to tick. Yeah, for some reason, it's saying that I'm losing 20 prestige per month.
Huh.
And I have 0 troops. Like, it says that I'm losing stuff from retinue, even though I don't have retinue.
That's weird.
Like, I cannot imagine where any of my units are if they're just hidden in the corner somewhere. Oh, here they are. They've been sitting in the desert. I got 5,000 guys sitting in Persia, doing nothing. That would explain it.
Yeah, because I'm making 10 prestige now.
Alright, that's...
Yeah, I'm losing prestige too, pretty rapidly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna need to rebuild my military entirely.
Yeah, that's what you kind of gotta do. Once you get out of the very early game, you just gotta rebuild.
So do you delete your army entirely?
Yeah,
And then just rebuy it?
Hold on. I'm just
Is
gonna...
that what you have to do, Chris?
Yeah, I would do it like stepwise.
What do you mean?
Like, don't delete it entirely, but delete parts of it and replace them with cash troops.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Here, I'll pause the game so you can work out.
No, I mean, I'm doing it. Keep it unpaused so that I can see if my prestige is dying or not.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, so there's a couple things that you want to do. We want to think about when building a nomadic army. Basically, you want to like optimize it a couple ways. The 3 best options require specific capital. So, and those are the camels, the elephants, and full heavy cavalry.
Alright, so that's really the best kind of makeup.
Yeah, so full heavy cavalry, you have to have a capital in Western Europe.
Okay.
That is by far the best nomadic army you can make. Then you have the elephants, which you need jungle terrain.
Mm-hmm.
So that's unlikely to be anybody but me.
Okay.
And the other one, the camels, you need your capital to be in a desert.
Alright, so where's a Western European desert? Somewhere in Spain?
Oh yeah, that would probably work. I never even thought of that. That would be great. Let's see.
Is there one?
I'm
Yeah,
not
hold
seeing
I don't think
on.
there's one in Spain.
That's kind of weird. There
No.
should be some deserts down there.
Yeah, there should be, but there isn't.
Western Europe, as in just that region?
Yeah.
Hmm. Maybe they did that for balancing purposes.
Maybe.
Okay. There's a light cav, and some infantry, and some, okay. All right.
If you don't want to go with any of those, you want to get. You can do a mix of heavy cav and light cav.
Mm-hmm.
The more weighted you are towards heavy cav, you tend to get more out of it, but it costs more.
Okay. All right. I think I mitigated the problem now. I just
Yeah, so
totally forgot that I had units down there. I deleted a lot of units for no reason.
I said Unix.
Them too. Alright, I'm only losing 0.2 prestige from retinues, so that's okay. Now, right now my money is pretty okay. Rather okay.
You guys get all that?
Yeah, so
Yeah. I'm actually pretty good with my army. I'm regaining prestige now that it's no longer, now that it's regenerated. But I'm gonna need to kind of settle down for a little bit.
hey, uprising.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna settle down for a little bit, not worry about military affairs, because I don't have too many areas where I can expand from.
Same here. Well, I mean, I do have, yeah.
And wait for my.
I would prefer it if you guys did some expanding.
I mean, I'd either
Right
have to
now,
attack either attack Sadakid or Khazaria.
Then I can attack Zarya, or I can attack.
I would love for you to attack the Sadakids, if you could beat them.
I am gonna need to build up my troops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Khazaria and the Sadakids are definitely above either of our abilities right now. Keep in mind, Sadakids are pretty successful. They have territory in Asia Minor.
Right now they only have 10k, so if we were to coordinate, we would probably be able to beat them.
Yeah, Definitely.
Even
The three
if
of
we
us-
have
even
like
if two of us
5,000
were able
guys
to
each.
coordinate. But that's assuming we don't lose a bunch of troops to attrition.
Yeah.
And these are all very brutal areas he's fighting in. I mean, just going to fight some of the guys in the revolt, I
Yep.
lost 2,000 men.
And right now, he's actually kind of weak. He's only at about a third of the troops from his vassals that he could.
I'd say we want to build up a little bit. I'd be down to go against the Sadicids in a minute. Well, you know, once we have a little bit more. But we need to be ready for the attrition of the desert.
Yeah, I'm gonna need at least
We're gonna need to
2,000 more
have-
guys before I'd be comfortable attacking him at all.
Yeah. I'd say we should each build up a little bit. I would let prestige go to like 100 or something, and then maybe buy a couple troops.
What's up, ASD? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining me. How you been? I've been pretty well myself. Alright, so... I could definitely do the money more. So I should build a couple more camel cav. Ooh, those are expensive.
Yeah, because they're good.
Yeah.
Horse archer, how are those?
They are good for killing things, but not good for much else.
Good for the combat, but you can't really do much conquest with them because it's hard to siege.
Yeah.
Heavy vanguard.
Heavy Vanguard is the best that you can get that aren't elephants or camels or just completely heavy cavalry.
So what do you mean as far as clinical goes? Hopefully that's not too personal to ask. I'm guessing because you bring it up, it's probably not.
Yep. Nice. Okay, that's good.
Alright, this is a lot better than it was before. I was really confused why I was just losing tons of retinue, tons of prestige for no reason.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm starting to get the hang of the army system. It's definitely more confusing than the regular.
Yeah.
The regular army system's pretty straightforward.
Alright, that's awesome, dude. Physical therapy, that's cool. I've got a friend that's, I think he's doing clinical rotation stuff. Like, he's going for, like, what kind of doctor stuff? Like, a general medicine. So he's been going through a number of different sorts of medicine practices as observations or whatever. If that's what clinical rotation is, I have no idea.
Oh no! No! I've had my rival spy master.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, you're about to lose your job. Oh man, all my spies suck. This guy is sick.
Alright, I could...
He likes me at least a little bit.
I'll help with this rebellion.
Oh, Susie Jerkins
That'd
is
be
my
nice.
spy master now.
I'm gonna be going to Prov 1464.
Is that the name of the place?
Yep. It's just south of Prov 1465. And just north of
Interesting name.
Uda Banda.
I'll be right back.
I should spend my money on Silk Road stuff.
I'm gonna pause it really quick and give Steve a little bit more land to bet.
If you could... Oh. Hmm.
Because I don't want to keep fighting all of these stupid clan uprisings.
Alright. Could you... Can you revoke... You can't revoke from any land from anyone that is directly my vassal, correct?
No.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna...
cannot.
I'm gonna...
You'll have to do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna revoke this thing, this, Actually, hold on. Is that a holy site for me? Yeah, that is a holy site. Okay, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, Steve, I'm giving you more land.
I don't think he's here.
That should solve that problem.
Alright, I need tech to do Silk Road stuff, don't I? Construction? Trading post. Trade practices. That it?
Thanks for reminding me about those. I forgot to build them.
Yeah. Alright, it's not over the trade post limit. Trade, can... Alright, I need a trade post limit. How do I do that?
Oh, you gave me Tangula
Yeah, I gave you a bunch of land.
and Badoy and Golmud. Oh, that's cool. That's a good area to have.
My diplomacy is already pretty garbage. I'll try. Be kind, I'll be kind.
I like to think of that as being like something that an actual
That's calculated.
at some point is like, No, I imagine like his incompetent diplomacy. And she's like, maybe if I was just nice.
Yeah.
Maybe if I didn't just like slap him in the face whenever I saw him. Maybe that would make people like me more.
Maybe.
Oh wow, check out Germany.
Holy shit.
Oh wow, yeah. How'd that happen? Man.
And I just gained some more as we're speaking.
Oh yeah, wow, it's huge.
Jesus.
Man, that must have been pretty recent too.
Over there. Over there.
Yeah, he has 3 kingdoms now. You have the prestige.
And the word, over there.
You.
Oh my god, Germany's... Someone has to stop me.
I'm on it.
We have to stop the Germans. This is our new Oh my god, they just keep gaining territory. Do you see this? Like, it's happening in real time.
Yeah, they're pretty much consolidating.
We'll see how long this guy lives, though.
Wait, no, don't do that.
What?
I accidentally told my troops to go to Germany.
Huh?
Oh, don't go to Germany. We shouldn't even...
So you'll stop him.
No.
I like this image of them asking you, like, where are we going? And they're like, and then you just start writing an incredibly complex set of directions on this piece of paper. Well, you take a left at...
You know, I have no idea where this is, but you're going there. And then it's like when you're done, it's like you give it to them, and it's like, all right, they're on the way. Wait, no, I have no idea why I told them to do that. Come back.
Believe me, I know how this ends. He said, and then he was like, wait a minute, that's chronologically correct. And he slammed his fist on his
So, remember when you
balcony.
said... So hold on, where is it? Where is he? Remember when you said that every king was named of Brandenburg or Prussia or whatever was either named Wilhelm or what was the other one?
Frederick William or Frederick William.
Yeah. So this dynasty, every single king of theirs is named Griffo.
Nice.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
His name is
I'm
Griffo?
not kidding at all. Like, if you go to the current king of Germany, he's Griffo the Fourth. His father is
Oh my
Griffo the
God,
Third, the
no.
Butcher. His father is Griffo the Second, the Just. His father is Griffo the First, and his great grandfather is Griffo the First of Bavaria, who was a Carling. So this is like a cadet branch. Actually, technically bastards, or something. Yeah, his father.
That's hilarious.
His father
The king of
was no,
Germany
not a
is
bastard.
The Griffos.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great name, Griffo.
I love it. Yeah,
It's
that's
like a
excellent.
Mark's brother.
Also, how long has Khazari been Sunni?
Don't know.
Been a while,
how about
actually.
you not be malcontent?
Me?
Hmm?
No, Steve.
Oh, Steve, stop being malcontent.
Why am I malcontent?
Because you haven't changed it.
Yeah, pregnant.
How about loyal? Loyal's
Doesn't matter
good.
what you are, just as long as you aren't malcontent.
Yeah, pragmatist. I tap my finger on the desk and I skeptically say things. It doesn't matter if they make any sense. And people will think that they do because I am a pragmatist. Are you sure we should fight the Buddhist revolt? Hmm. He says.
It must be done.
Scratches his head.
All right. Oh, what? What?
I'm fighting our feudal guys because they've got land that I need.
Cool. All right, they don't have that many. No, they've got dudes. They're all spread out though. I'll start heading over to. Oh, actually, no, they have even more guys than I thought. All right, I'll siege things down.
Oh my god, they have a lot of troops. Actually, it's not that much. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll send some troops over to help. Oh my god, that's a very large territory. Oh my god. Okay.
I didn't think everyone who was feudal would join him, but
Well, I guess they did.
yeah.
Yeah, feudal solidarity. Never fucking heard of that.
Solidarity forever. They're forming a union. All these feudal guys are actually socialists. The
No,
opposite of feudal.
they're
Oops, no. And
you put down your picket signs, you feudalists. We hunter-gatherers are coming to put you in your place.
we're gonna hunt and gather you.
That's the best. That's our slogan. That's
Yeah, if you could give me more land along the Silk Road, that'd be excellent.
yeah, I second that for me.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to get any, Steve. Well, I mean, if you give him, you might be able to give him some stuff in southern Tibet when he gets down there. Okay, no, you do have some land that's near some. So yeah,
All I'd like is like one little trade post, you know.
Well, there's one little trade post in southern Tibet. Go get it.
I might go for that eventually. But
As
I mean,
for you, John,
Mhm.
trade posts are pretty much on you because Sadakine, that's where you were gonna fight.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. Man, we just don't have enough uprisings.
I don't get why they're so
Spawned right on top
angry.
they spawned right on top of me, but I can't fight them because I'm already.
I don't get why we have so many
There we go.
unhappy people in it.
Because I'm burning all of Tibet to the ground.
Like, literally every building is being raised.
Why are you doing that? Maybe you should stop.
That's what we do,
Kind of
Steve.
rude.
Solidarity never.
We hate buildings. We hate buildings. The Committee Against Architecture has arrived in Tibet.
The Anti-Architecture Union. It's actually less of a
Surprisingly
union.
popular.
It's less of a union and more of an interest group.
I don't know. I think a union's more of a union.
Oh my god.
It's really just a name. Okay, where who would you like me to fight? Like, how do you want me to help out with this?
Just get somewhere and siege it down.
Okay.
The Committee Against Buildings and Architecture proved to be incredibly unpopular.
Alright, I can make the Manichaean Church.
Don't.
Won't do it.
We were gonna test
Badly
that in the
we
other
found
thing,
out.
right?
Shit.
But yeah, I can test that now because I have the right stuff.
Right
I
So
stuff.
see.
I can siege stuff down, but not without backup.
Where are you?
I am right above Brutog.
Utah?
Brutog.
Help me out here. Give me something a bit
Next
more
to
specific.
Kunlun.
Finland?
Next to Kunlun. And south of Hotan.
Give me a kingdom
Is it-
first.
Northernmost point of the rebellion. The second northernmost point. The southern half of the rebellion. No, the northernmost point, southernmost part of the rebellion. Ah,
The
fuck.
southernmost northern point of the easternward western rebellion.
That's right.
So you're
So
directly in the
Indiana.
middle.
I'm in, just south of Teklaman Desert.
Oh, you're right, right there. Okay, just, help me siege this stuff directly to your east.
Here, my east.
Yeah, like 2 provinces to your east. I'm sieging some stuff.
Khan Kopti, that's you?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, that ended.
You died?
Yeah, that was me.
And they're independent.
Stay loyal. Oh, shit.
Joy.
Why am I Manichaean?
Suck.
Oh my god.
Crap, everyone's independent now.
Yep, they are.
This is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Are you still the ruler?
Yeah. One of you take care of that.
Which?
What?
The Buddhist one or the...
Yeah. The
Okay.
Buddhist one.
I'm heading towards it. I can take him pretty well. If you want to help
15th
Steve, that'd be fine,
Mongolian
but I've got
Militia
enough
Vote.
guys.
Yeah, I might help out with that. Where is he? Oh, I see him.
He's just a bit east of us.
I have to go around the desert, but I'll get there. I can probably take him on my own, honestly.
I'll get there first, though.
Hold on, I gotta get myself Zunist again.
You gotta praise the sun a little bit harder. Man, we've lost, like,
Oh.
everything down in Persia.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I can tell. We can clean that back up.
Love your stash. It's some powerful facial hair.
Yeah, I just need piety now.
That's funny to me, that you need piety to change to a different religion. That's like, hey everyone, I am a great Sunni. You've seen it, you know it, I'm changing. I'm gonna become Zunist now. It's like, if you weren't before, like if you were a bad Sunni, they'll be like, nah, you gotta stay. But if you're a good Sunni, they want you to go. Cause it's a choice, you know. Because you just kind of feel like changing religions sometimes. You just feel like that sun is getting praised far less than it deserves. You know what I mean? It's like, look at the sun. Look directly into the sun and tell me that does not hurt. Honestly.
It doesn't
How
hurt.
could you not be praising that?
Alright, that's one rebellion done. And another one starts.
It's like whack-a-mole over here.
Alright, and somebody's... Oh, come on, really? Chris, could you really quick kill that Sunni uprising? Before it destroys
Where
my
is
trade
it?
post.
Oh, I think I see it. Ah, god damn it! Pop up, sorry.
Hmm.
That pop-up really came in quick.
Oh, well, they're... Alright, well, I mean, it's occupied, it's being looted, but... Ugh. Alright, where's the nearest rebellion that I could kill?
Okay, I'm there.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, I was heading over there. No. Guess I'll go after Boolan's host. Oh, we missed something. Oh shit, there's more rebellions.
Oh, wow.
Chris, you
I
need to
got
go
that
on a
really
considerable
fast.
guild. You need to go on a goodwill tour.
He's already done his bad will
Like
tour.
Franz Ferdinand did.
Even because that ended so well for him.
I don't know, I think the band's still going. Wait, I'm
I
Tish.
didn't hear they broke up.
Oh, did they?
I didn't hear that.
That's the joke.
Okay, I'm doing this again.
Oh.
Everything's right in the world.
Everything's right in the sun, you mean? Okay, I can fight that one. I'm heading
That
to
would
it
be
right now.
nice.
Yeah, it's like you're doing your goodwill tour directly following your bad will tour of burning everything to the
Burn
ground.
everything to the ground.
So it's like
I'm
the only
doing
thing, the only thing you've got left are like vacant fairgrounds. You don't
You know,
have any. You don't have any like
It's not so
stadiums
much
to
of
go
a
to.
goodwill tour as it is a brief intercession between my next bad will tour.
Mm-hmm.
Because all these rebellions are kind of harshing my mellow here because I want to invade India.
All right.
And I already have 2 of them going.
All right. Oh, no, there's.
Oh,
Well, good thing that's the first time that happened.
That was just Rico. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'll guess we quit and restart.
Hold on. Are you like out of sync or? All right, never mind.
Yeah, that was desynced.
All right. All right, save the game and we'll reload it.
Reloading the game.
Mm-mm-mm. So you see anything about the new DLC, Steve?
No.
All right, it's Holy Fury. It's gonna add stuff for like Crusades and the like.
Makes sense.
It seems pretty neat. I don't know if they're gonna be done with DLC after this one. I feel like they would have said, "All right, this is the last one."
I was more interested in the legendary bloodline thing.
Yeah, that seems pretty neat.
If you have a famous relative and you can live up to their legacy, you get stuff.
I think I'll see more expansion in Africa. I think that'd be cool. Like North Africa.
Yeah, like North, East, and West Africa. I think
I
that
think,
would be
I
good.
mean, Sub-Saharan Africa would be similar to like doing China or something, or be a little bit outside of the scope of the game.
Yeah, exactly. It would
But,
be maybe if they make it
spending
all
upon the
tribal
areas
stuff,
they have
but
in Africa would be really cool.
I do think they should add, I would like to see more things for West and East Africa.
Yeah.
I'd specifically like to see more things for East Africa
Yeah.
because Ethiopia was the fourth most powerful nation in the world.
Well, I mean, I think I see more for Mali and for Ethiopia, only because they both exist, but there isn't
Oh,
a
wait.
huge reason to play them.
Mm-hmm. Like,
And they're
maybe
both pretty
play West
limited in
Africa
how you
once.
can play them.
What?
They're both pretty limited in how you can play them, is what I said.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to see that expanded upon a little bit, since they're already in the game. I'm not saying expand further into Africa, because that would be adding a whole... That'd be adding so much many mechanics, probably, that it probably wouldn't be worth it from, like, their perspective for work. But as far as, like, adding extra mechanics to Mali and to Ethiopia, I think that's perfectly doable, and it would make the game a lot more fun.
Mm-hmm. Like a trans-Saharan trade network, maybe kind of neat to add in.
That'd be
That
really
would
cool,
be
yeah.
great.
That'd be great.
Actually, I mean, freaking West Africa should be so rich. Like they had huge gold mines.
Yeah, they
But-
did, didn't they?
Yeah, it's like the poorest corner in this game. It should be like,
Yeah, because like
It's a-
Timbuktu
yeah.
was like one of the richest empires that ever existed.
yeah, like unfathomably rich.
Yeah, but by the time anyone from Europe got there, it had just completely disintegrated, and there was nothing.
Yeah, I mean they had myths about it,
Yeah,
even back then.
Yeah, so it'd be really cool to see them expand upon that. I think that'd be an area, I think even more so than, because Asia is pretty decently developed at this point.
Yeah,
Europe's obviously developed. The Islamic world is very
maybe there's a
close
little
to
more.
the same amount as Europe.
I wouldn't say quite as much.
Not as quite as much, but it's close. Closer than definitely Africa.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Africa has a really cool history, so it's kind of
Yeah, maybe they could
fun
add more
to be
mechanics
able to
from
play with, like,
Yaphisidism
more of a
or something. Well,
interactive way.
the religions really don't have mechanics in this game, do they?
some of them do.
Yeah.
Well, because I haven't really played too much as African countries, but I know one of them's the West African culture.
Monday,
What
Mandi, yeah.
religions do they have in the?
Either-
West African paganism, and
Yeah.
that's it.
That's
or
it. Okay,
like
that's what I
later dates are Sunni. Like, game's up, Steve.
thought. I'm on my way in. Yeah, it'd be really cool to see more of that. That'd be fun. The more cultures they have in the game, the more interesting it makes it.
Mm-hmm. Like, maybe
I
if
think
they might be able to add provinces between West and East Africa that could represent a harsh, albeit passable, like trade line,
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
so that it's
there are areas in
Like
The,
make it like uncolonizable but passable.
possibly.
yeah, and they have a high attrition rate, like when you move troops in between. But if you had to control those areas, you'd have like half the attrition rate that you normally would have going through. So it makes it really hard to invade. You need a massive force to invade.
There is a place like that. Hold on, let me see. Because I know they do something like that in EU4, that there are provinces that you can colonize that are
Already.
like a bridge between West and East Africa. I'm just... alright, we can start that. I'm just wondering if that's farther south than they've already developed. I'm gonna look at my map, like, see if they... like, what it looks like. Like, if you were to import this, if you were to have both sides of it in Africa, what would you have both sides of that bridge? All right.
Yeah, I think the African area would be great to expand upon. India, I mean, I haven't really played as India, so I can't really say too much. 'Cause I don't like the DLC.
I've been having a lot of fun in India.
But,
Yeah. Pretty. It's reasonably well developed.
oh, that's cool. With Europe, I definitely would like to see. Well, not even with. This isn't really a European complaint. I'd like to see more interactivity with the AI vassals and stuff like that.
That would probably require a lot more.
Yeah, I know, but it would be more. I mean, that's one of my favorite parts of this game is that you're not just controlling kind of like mindless units. Like you have to negotiate and kind of. I think that's probably the strongest suit of it to me.
Yeah.
As far as a strategy game, where it really kind of gets into the whole social aspect
Mm-hmm.
of like everybody.
Yeah, it's about
everybody
characters.
else has their own goals and their own reasons for doing what they're doing, and that's definitely part of the game, which is already very well developed, but which I'd like to see more.
Mm-hmm.
of.
Right, so yes, if you were to control all of East and West Africa in CK2, there are provinces that are in between.
In CK2 or in
There in EU4, there would be provinces
EU4,
that would go along this very southern border between West and East Africa that could be colonized in EU4. So,
well, keep in mind in EU4 you have
colonization mechanics.
It's not really that much. I guess it's really not that much more technologically advanced when you get down to it. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, that should be available at this point too.
It's like, think about them maybe as like horde provinces, but they don't really have people there. I don't know. It's like you have to build like outposts, and the provinces themselves don't really do much, but it's really just bridging the gap that is important.
And it's
I don't know.
worth it to have them as a trade route.
Yes.
That'd be where it's worth it. Where if you can connect it and control it, you can make a lot of money. But
okay, there's one vassal that's taken care of.
I might be wrong about the bridge in EU4. I'd have to take a closer look, but it's close. You could make it. You could reasonably say, yeah, people moved across this, rather than, you know, like it's semi-regularly.
Well, people have been crossing the Sahara for thousands of years.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like the depth of it, you know? It's like,
yeah,
there's a reason that's wasteland.
Controlled. Yeah, but at the same time, it'd be good to have some kind of bridge.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if we're playing as Africa, that'd be great because, as it stands, in order for either side of Africa to interact with each other in gameplay terms, you have to go through North Africa. So
which is very narrow.
Yeah, which is very narrow and very hard to control because you also have all the European countries. You have a lot of competition. So having another route in the bottom would be really great. And you can even see rivers down there, actually. You look really close.
Oh, yeah.
You can see rivers in the Sahara. Well, that would make sense for there to be a connecting trade route. Because that'd be like where the trade post would be, is on those rivers.
Guys,
it could even connect China-wise. Kind of
go look at Socotra.
What?
Look at Socotra and tell me if something's weird about it.
It's independent? Oh, wow. That's unusual.
Yep. Independent, that is unusual. Even weirder.
Where is this?
Yeah.
Where?
Socotra, it's a little island off the Horn of Africa.
Oh, okay.
Find the dude.
He's Han Chinese.
Yeah. He's still an
That's
Astorian,
interesting.
but the dude is Han. That's so weird.
He's also House Fang.
Yep.
He's like just straight up Han Chinese.
Yeah, this character was spawned somehow.
Somehow he exists.
Yeah, it's like he inherited this from a Khitan character, who inherited it from a Bedouin character, which makes sense. Because at some point, this dude just kind of showed up.
The Chinese are coming
Kinda.
sort of slowly and with no logical reason.
Huh. Sorry about that.
Someone want to go take care of that rebellion?
Which
I'm
one?
kind of working on it.
The Sunni
Okay.
Uprising? I'm heading towards that one.
Yeah.
I'm heading towards some kind of rebellion. I don't know where my troops went. There they go. Oh, there they are.
All right, I'll be back in just 1 second. No need to
I'm heading
pause.
to the Sunni Uprising in Samarkand. Oops. Wait 1 sec. I'm gonna pause it for a second. I'm gonna be back in a minute. But I just noticed that we have a lot of rebellions all of a sudden.
They're not rebellions, they're conquests.
Oh shit! It's
I'm
very
forcing.
bad.
It's not bad. They're nothing.
Oh, okay. So they're not
I'm
like
forcing
major
the-
countries.
I'm forcing the people who declared independence from us back into the fold, or they're losing their land.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I'll be right back. I'm gonna continue.
Yeah, I don't know what your plans are for it, but I'd kind of like to have the Eastern Altishahar, like the Koran and Hotan areas.
Not happening.
Oh, well, alright, thank you. You just like your trade posts, huh?
Yeah, and we've already decided that Altashar is mine.
Alright.
I'm perfectly fine with handing over Sistan to you. No, there's no post there. But yeah, I'm gonna leave all the trade posts in Persia to you, so
Alright.
it's on you to get them.
Mm-hmm.
I can reform the Zunis faith.
Neat.
I'm trying to think if there's any reason I would want to, and I can't. Because I don't need succession. I don't need to change any law.
I think you get the Holy Order.
Yeah, but that doesn't really help me much, does it?
I don't know. I mean, it's like a bunch of heavy infantry guys.
Heavy infantry guys, and I have horses.
Yeah, diversified.
I think I'd rather keep it unreformed than keep the defensive. Steve back yet?
He's getting there.
Okie dokie. Back in.
Okay.
So how's it? Okay. What's our plan right now?
The plan?
Force unruly vassals into submission.
Okay, so that's our main thing.
That's
Chris,
my
do you have any
main thing.
specific? Do you have any specific? I think a good idea. This is my personal opinion. I think a good idea would be to have John
You
and
pause?
I be able to revolt. While you go.
I'm
after
gonna
the
pause.
Okay. What do you think of that?
You know, Steve, the. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
You died again, huh?
Yep.
You died? Okay.
That's
I
funny.
don't battle. Did anyone declare independence from us? No. Good. A Manichaean again.
Haha.
Oh my god.
Maybe that's why you should reform. So you actually have some staying power. Or you could stay Manichaean.
Not happening.
Come on, man. The sun's already
Don't
good
you wanna
enough.
be a Manichaean?
Okay, I'm unpausing.
Died of complications related to gout, died in battle, and now you. You're a crazy person. Gonna build this trading post again. I'm just gonna sit my guys here. They're just gonna sit here. Oh, there's the sink.
Okay, I'm gonna restart then. Let's try this again.
All right, how much longer do you guys want to be going for?
I think I'm gonna do 10:30 latest, probably.
All right.
For me, I'm
Okay.
pretty tired. I'm not super tired, but sort of like I don't know how to put it. Like fatigued, I guess, be the way. Just from work.
Just emotionally tired.
No, not emotionally, actually. Right now, I'm like just like kind of pooped, I guess is the way. But I'm down to go for another hour. Like I said, I just want to get up super late. And also the weather, by the way, for people living in the Chicagoland area, maybe. It was really hot today, like extraordinarily so, and humid as well. And that definitely put a strain on me personally. Like just
Yeah, a little bit. It was also pretty cloudy too, so it didn't even look nice.
no, it was. I mean, the middle part of the day it was all right, as in not cloudy, but it was hot. I mean,
Yeah.
it was really probably the first day where I walked outside and I really felt like, wow, this is.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the 90s tomorrow. Sunday even hotter. Monday in the 90s as well. It'll be down to 82 on Tuesday though.
I want to clarify, I'm not complaining because we had like the longest fucking winter in the city that I've ever seen. So I'm not gonna complain about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it's hot.
Yeah, I generally like the warm weather. Like
But
today it was. I mean, I'm on the 3rd floor, so it's kind of warm up
definitely a
here.
shock. It's definitely a shock to the system, though.
A little bit, yeah. Because
This is
like
the first day we turned on. Yeah,
2 days ago it was like 60 something.
I
which is
like
like
that.
perfect weather, 60 degrees.
Hmm. I prefer maybe like a low 70.
Well, I'd say like 60 to 70 is perfect. That's personally my area of like that's like perfect weather for Chicago.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't mind getting into the low 80s, but
Chicago in the summers it's very humid because it's a swamp. People forget it's a swamp, but it was a swamp. That's what it was, and it was a very humid city. It's a swamp that freezes, and definitely like the dry heat can be more dangerous if you're not paying attention to it and you don't know what you're getting into, but it's a lot more comfortable in that you can kind of deal with it. Whereas the humidity, you really feel it and it really tires you out. Like dry heat doesn't really tire you out too much. It just kind of burns you and you need to have a lot of water on you. But the humidity really it just makes you lethargic. That is actually one of my favorite. Jesus, can't talk. That is actually my favorite facts about Chicago. That it used to be a swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not. If you go to Chicago, if you live in Chicago, you don't think of it as being a swamp. It doesn't look like a swamp.
It's because it's been severely urbanized.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like
They
not like
got rid of the
central
swamp.
Florida or anything.
No, but it was a swamp. But what's funny about it is that you have no perception of that until the summer comes, and then the weather gets very weird
Yeah.
for like a northern. I mean, Chicago's very far north. Very northern. I'm not saying culturally. I'm just like geographically. It's actually extraordinarily far to the north of the planet, and so you don't think of it as being this place that's going to be a swampy place.
Yeah,
But
its
it
swamp
is.
is more. It's made. Swamp isn't more by the.
Right.
It's like the. What exactly makes something a swamp? I mean, I can get the definition of a swamp. Is
like
that the altitude partly? Kind of relatively
Well, that's
low.
the thing. I think it's not. Well, I guess no. It's not the altitude. Chicago isn't particularly low sea level.
Yeah.
It's not particularly high either. But it's I think it's a combination of like geographical factors that a lot. I mean, it's next to a lake. I'm sure there's somebody on your Discord, but on uh, Twitch right now who's like just shaking their head, like they can't explain why Chicago's a swamp. Why can't?
All right, the server's up, Steve.
But I generally think of swamps being closer to the equator. For no reason. Because, like, England is swamps. It's even further north than Chicago. But,
I guess it's because of the river, really.
that's probably a huge part of it.
Just looking at
Because we're in, like,
Wikipedia,
a
a swamp
delta.
is a wetland that is forested. Many swamps occur along large rivers where they are critically
There you go.
dependent upon natural water level fluctuations. Other swamps occur on the shores of large lakes.
Well, we got both of those.
Yeah.
So a river and a lake. So I guess that explains it for simples.
Swamps are characterized
very-
by slow-moving or stagnant waters. They are usually associated with adjacent rivers or lakes. Swamps are features of areas with very low topographical relief. Swamps generate coal as rock. Topographical relief. Relief or local relief refers to specifically to the quantitative measurement of vertical elevation change in a landscape. I don't know.
You know, speaking of weather and swamps, that'd be another cool area for them to take a DLC in this game. Way to really give some, like, just get away from the whole, like, let's not make a DLC about this specific culture or anything. Let's make a DLC that really expands upon the environmental mechanics in the game.
Fill the swamp.
Fill the swamp. Yeah, but I mean, like,
Elect the swamp.
and then on top of that, add naval warfare in that same
Yeah,
DLC. Just
naval warfare
drop
would be
it in there,
good.
like, inconspicuously, just drop it in there, like, oh, there's no reason this shouldn't have been here before.
Yeah, seriously.
Because it really should have. Like, honestly, that's probably the most baffling thing is that this game has produced like 20 DLC, and not one of them has addressed the most glaring omission from the game. which is naval warfare. And I wonder, part of it may balance, because it might give an unfair advantage to groups that can produce boats quickly.
Like, I don't know, Vikings?
Well,
It's almost as if
like,
Vikings had an unfair advantage over the rest of Europe.
yeah, but they never like conquered
Nonsense.
it. They never conquered it. Whereas you in the game would be able, as the Vikings, just wipe out Europe pretty much.
I mean, really, it's...
I mean, it requires a lot of balancing, but I mean, it's still a glaring omission.
I mean, maybe
I
just...
read it up when you, so whenever you guys are ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm readying up now.
I mean, you really kind of just maybe want to use it... You can just use navies defensively, because... I mean, it's like... Just prevent Vikings from getting into places.
Yeah, make them into a defensive thing, except for certain cultures, maybe.
Like, you
So, like,
use them
Vikings
to
can use
defend
it, but they
against
can only
people
use it
that are
for
trying to
raiding.
get at your coasts.
Right. Fun fact about Vikings. Some Vikings attacked Sevilla years and years and years ago.
Yeah?
They were defeated.
Huh.
And
Yep.
they went off, the survivors went off and they founded like a village out in the country, like in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
And they started making cheese.
Huh.
And they remain there to this day, just making cheese.
Man. That's really
They
what
were
white
like-
people are best at.
Making cheese.
Yeah?
Okay, I am now Zunist again.
Congrats.
Yeah, well, that could solve a lot of problems if, like,
What,
The white-
Vikings
the
making
whole-
cheese?
no, well, yeah, that too. But like the white power movement, like, was if like someone redirected white nationalism into like cheese specific, like it all became about competitive cheese.
Okay, we're done.
Holy shit!
That's... I think we're
Yeah,
done for the
Isn't that
evening.
all right?
Oh, I'm not in my room, so maybe that's it, because my room is directly over the router.
You want to try one more time?
I said we go one more time, and if it doesn't work out, then we'll stop. But let's try one more time in case it was a fluke. Because we were playing for a while before, and there was no problem whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I didn't even switch back out of the loading screen, but nothing happened and Chris desynced again, for anyone that may be wondering. I think so. In EU4, boats are really important because you travel the oceans, and obviously,
Sorry, that was just
no,
the most obvious
I
statement.
mean,
that
like
ever
combat-wise. That's the biggest reason that you want to have a good navy. That if
Right.
you didn't have to deal with the Atlantic or the Pacific, or even really the Indian Ocean, then there's really not as much of a reason to have naval combat, because I don't know, I mean, there still could be a lot of naval combat between like in the Indian Ocean. There's a lot of coast there. A lot intercontinental stuff.
Well, I mean, it's specific places like the English Channel. I think you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, that's a good
Not
point.
today, but before, like English Channel.
Yeah, exactly. It's
But,
like
like that. That's a huge area where it makes sense to have a naval fleet.
yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, it
it's
really makes
essentially,
That's
besides you,
England's-
no one has ever had a problem in CK2 crossing that channel to attack anyone.
Yeah. No, it's true. The only way you can fuck that up is if you're not paying attention. You have no boats to declare war against someone across the channel.
Yeah, it's like that's what makes the British Isles so defensible.
Yeah.
It's like where in this
It's
game you
literally
just
the-
kind of go.
you're just like, it's there.
Like, all
Who
right, we have
cares?
boats. Like, why not?
Like, what are they gonna do? Send boats to stop us?
Yeah, it's like they can't. They're not going to be able to
Yeah.
see where we're gonna be landing in time to get anyone there. It's not like you have a lot of bad attrition because you don't have a naval, like a port, like it's EU4. I mean, like
And that
like
makes
it's Hearts
sense
of Iron.
really early in the game, but as you get further in the game, as every other part of technology advances,
Mm-hmm.
it makes no sense whatsoever that naval technology suddenly has not advanced to the point.
So naval technology in this game essentially is more boats. Don't do anything else with them, just more.
Just you get more boats. You get a bunch of boats, but
Yeah.
they don't do anything.
Yeah, it's like you can go right past the enemy army that's going towards their home to murder their families, and you just kind of stand there and wave. You
They're
know?
like, hello.
Like, hey, hope
How
I
you
don't see
doing?
you. Don't kill my children.
Okay, so
One more time.
I
yeah,
guess
so
it's
while
just
this
that-
was happening, I was checking some records, and it appears that there are two Jacobs living in Chicago at the same time with the same name and living like a block apart from each other.
Hmm.
One's listed as being German, and one's listed as being Prussian.
This is
I need to
Chris's.
figure out-
This is Chris's family history, by the way. So take
Yeah,
notes.
I need to figure out which one belongs to me.
Okay.
One's a tailor, the other's a shipping clerk. I know the shipping clerk is my ancestor,
All right.
but of course they live in the same neighborhood, have the same name, and live there at the same time.
Yeah.
I like to think that there's just a very strong maritime law in the Crusader teams too, which just prevents everybody obeys it. They're just like, nope, we don't want to cross the maritime authorities, who are notoriously cruel and mean-spirited. They like, if you so much as lift your finger against another boat,
Do
the
not.
maritime authorities
you-
come
you-
and they
better not-
smack you in the face. They give you a big old smack, and they publicly humiliate you in town square, like
In ways
It's
you
not
would
worth it.
never believe.
in ways you never imagined. You never imagine what they do, and so nobody even wants to dare go there, figure it out.
Yeah, no.
You dare
If you
imagine.
ever fire
You
an
can't
arrow at
imagine.
anything vaguely shaped like a boat,
Yeah,
you're
Oh,
gonna
you
get a
the
stern
worst
talking to.
punishment. Someone points a finger at you and waves it very vigorously.
Yeah, that would damage morale. Morale
You
is
can't-
essentially your health in this game.
You can't lose morale.
No.
That's one thing you can't lose. I'm connecting right now.
It's like in the Mediterranean EU4, boats are important because you can make a landing. Like,
But by that point,
Yeah.
the maritime law had disintegrated to the point that it didn't matter.
yeah.
People realized that public humiliations were not that humiliating.
And then you just kill
At
the
this
guys that
time,
are trying to do
The
it with your
mystique was
boats.
still strong.
You take your navy and you kill the guys that are trying to do this to you. Like, what the hell? Like, it doesn't need to be that complex. Just make it so that your boats can fight. And maybe, blockades? Maybe blockades could be good.
Nah,
Maybe.
I don't know if that would work very well in medieval. Well, I guess it would. I mean, sort of shit like that.
Byzantines
Yeah.
blockaded the Russians all the damn time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I don't see why blockades and all that. Naval, yeah. Especially the Byzantines. Talk about.
Oh,
like,
yeah, like Greek
you're
fire. They
missing
should
out a
get
huge
unique
part of-
boats to
yeah, why
fight
don't They have a
with.
special unit like that.
Yeah.
Because that's a huge part of Byzantine history, or military history, anyway.
Like, there's an event about it.
Yeah.
It's only used that one time. It never
Restarting?
gets back.
Steve
Yeah,
has
I'm
to ready
about
up.
be ready. Yeah, I mean it's incredibly inexcusable when it comes to the Byzantines.
So look at all that
Whereas,
coastline
like-
in India. You're just not gonna do anything with it. Just if you go on a boat, you're safe. You're in
Well,
your
no,
entire
unless
army.
you get scurvy.
Indian naval warfare
Nah,
is light.
that takes a
but-
while.
Now, I focus on the Byzantines specifically because, like, they're famous, straight up famous for naval warfare in the medieval era.
Mm-hmm.
We're leaving it out, it's almost weird. Like, remember in Age of Empires back in the day, Greek fire was, like, their special, you know.
Yeah. Civ
unit.
5,
Like,
they have
that was
unique
one
boat.
of their special units, Greek fire.
And napalm.
And like when were the Corsairs a thing?
All the time, I think.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, they should be able to raid just like Vikings.
I mean, there's lots of stuff for opening up the naval part to make the game more interesting,
Yeah.
and it would give, because it's not like in the medieval era it was the most advanced countries, they had the best navies. Like as we're
It was the
saying, like,
least.
the Vikings. Like, so it's not entirely, it doesn't like completely unbalance the game.
Okay,
either.
we're done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it.
I think it's the pillaging event that's doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
All
Because
right.
I've desynced every time I've pillaged something.
That's weird and
It's
dumb.
really weird. Okay, well we can call it a night here, I guess.
Okay.
because-
Essentially, I like to talk why this
Alright,
game should
yeah.
have naval warfare.
Yeah, but it should, for so many reasons. Which, and I mean, we're only talking about like the most basic reasons.
Yeah.
Like I mean, we're a little bit into mechanical, historical,
Oops. Oh, don't want to say.
but
And it doesn't need to be complex. You don't need to have super powerful boats.
No.
You don't need
Doesn't
to
have
have
to
different
be-
kinds even. Well, maybe
well,
one or two.
just make it like 3 different types of boats, and then a couple special boats that are culture specific, like longboats for Vikings, for like Greek fire boats for.
I think they're called
Byzantines.
quadrireme. No, quadriremes is a different. That's like
That's an old Roman boat.
yeah. Like what would they have been?
Venetian-
What were they called in like Civ
Whatever
5?
I-
Yeah, that's Rome's improvement on the
Right, right.
The
Venetian.
Venetian design, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
biremes.
I'm not sure what the Byzantines called their boats. Biremes? I think biremes are Greek.
No, bireme is Phoenician.
Oh, okay. But wait, what are the Byzantines? Well, I don't know. I don't know what the Byzantines called their boats. But they had boats and they shot pirate people. We know that much. And like those could be a special unit. You did very simple things like that. And it didn't have to be complex. But it would give you a reason to guard your naval troops going overseas
Mm-hmm.
with better boats to protect them, because someone with
Yeah,
like,
you
Greek
actually
fire
upgrade
can
your
burn them all
boat
down.
tech. Because I never do that. Because there's no point.
I
Because you
never do
almost
either.
Nobody does it.
if
Why
you
would
just
do
have a
it?
lot
Why
of
would
land,
do it?
you have enough boats.
You have no reason to. So that would give you a great reason to do it, to invest in that technology tree, which you never have a good reason to do. And the thing is, not like it's not useless. It's just that there's always something that's more important to put your technology points into.
Like military organization.
Absolutely everything else.
Like literally everything is more important than that.
And in
Especially
Civ
if
5,
you're,
the boat's called Dromons.
playing with most groups. in the
Dromons?
game.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. I've heard that word before.
Wait, what's the name?
Dromon.
Oh, okay.
Dromon.
Oh, I figured it out.
What's up?
He's the Prussian one.
Oh, cool. Congratulations. So the tailor.
No, the
Oh,
tailor
okay.
is just listed as German because he's from the electorate of Württemberg.
Württemberg? Yeah, okay. That's
What?
pretty. That's certainly not Berlin.
Yep.
Not incredibly far away, but you know, same.
Oh god, but these two, it's just so ridiculous how close they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're both born in January. Difference between their age. So it's like when they're born, so it's within the essentially the margin of error that you see like on these old records
Mm-hmm.
that they would pop up.
Huh. That's
That's
crazy.
an incredible coincidence.
Yeah, because it's like a bunch of times on records there's like a plus or 5 year difference because they like depending on who's writing it they round up or down to whatever number is easier.
If only they could ever have written the exact date.
Yeah. Well, I have his exact date, but anyway, it's
Okay.
my Jacob was born in 1835. The other Jacob was born in 1831.
Okay. Yeah.
I would expect to see 1830 or 1835 being written as the birth date for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And since they're both born in January, that makes it even worse.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
What date did he? When did he come to the States?
I don't know for sure, but
I feel like
now
he'd
that
have to be kind of
know-
young.
Yeah, my grandfather thinks he was 12. I haven't found the
Oh.
record he looked at yet, but from what I've been able to work out so far, from what he told me, that record would make sense.
Hmm. Like,
Because it had a birthday listed as 1835.
so he was he alone?
No, he was with his family.
Okay, I was about to say.
But I don't know what any of them are named.
Gotcha. That's interesting. So they only really gave a record for their son somehow.
Well, it's just that. Well, it's. The father, I don't think, spoke English.
Gotcha. Makes
So-
sense.
Yeah, so the kids, by the times that they who did speak English were filling out stuff, they were the head of household.
Yeah, it's like by the
So
time
why
they
would
had to
they-
start doing
yeah.
taxes,
Right.
they had to fill out. They filled out their stuff. They didn't say when their parents got there.
Yeah.
And the actual immigration record for the family getting there would be elsewhere. It'd
Yeah, it would
probably
be
be in
under
New
the
York.
father. Yeah, and it would be under the father's name, not his.
Yeah, which you don't know because
Yeah.
you only have. Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, this is actually a pretty big step forward because now I can go back through, sift through some records, do a little bit more, and now that I know for a fact which family that I shouldn't be looking at, that cuts out a lot.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I'd really like to be able to look back in my family history as well. It's been something I'm meaning to do for a while.
Hey, if you want help, I'd do it.
I wouldn't ask you to do it for me. I would appreciate help, but you know.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'd be more than willing to help you.
Okay, yeah, we should do that sometime. That'd be cool. 'Cause, my most recent ancestor to come to the United States was my great-grandfather, who came from Germany in like the 1890s or so.
So when it actually was Germany.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually, one of the reasons he left was actually to avoid the draft.
Well, if you guys want to go to Cuba,
Wait, what?
you guys want to go to Cuba, I think that's where I can find my.
I don't know, depends on how well their records were kept.
I don't know. No idea. I know to trace.
Maybe
it back.
if you're from an
On my
upper-class
mom's side,
family,
it'd be a lot
maybe.
easier because it would be.
But do you know, I'm guessing your
They've
family
been in
wasn't the
United
most
States
well off.
For a lot
Like,
longer.
when did your grandfather come here from Cuba?
Yeah, my grandparents came from Cuba after the revolution,
Okay.
like very quickly after the revolution. Like my dad was like 2 or 3 or something like when
Hmm.
they came.
Okay, so he's actually naturalized. Cool.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it was all very formal, all that shit.
Yeah.
But but actually finding the records would be, I don't know, very difficult, I think.
Yeah.
At least on my dad's side. My mom's side would be probably easier because,
Italian.
well, yeah, they're Italian.
I've been
They
here
came from-
at least a little bit. And probably
I think
wouldn't help that all the
They've been like my great-great-grandmother or great-great-grandfather. Like it goes back to like late 1800s or early 1900s.
Mhm.
Where they came in.
Cool. Yeah, it probably
It's
wouldn't help
interesting
with
to look back at all this stuff though, because it's
Yeah.
always interesting to see how people got here.
Yeah. One of the other reasons
all came
that
from.
one of the other reasons my great grandfather came here was to find his father who had abandoned his family and kill him.
Have you ever
Are you
been?
Nope,
serious?
never did. That's what my dad told me, which either
That's like the
means
most
that
badass fucking
kinda, yeah.
like was your great grandfather a video game character? Like holy shit.
He never found him, and he stuck around. I think. Oh, and was he? He might have ended up in Minnesota or something. I feel like there was some in between. No, it was like Wisconsin. I don't know. Like somewhere around like Minnesota, Wisconsin,
Minnesota.
Chicago.
Minnesota is definitely more dramatic than Wisconsin.
That's a bit more of
For
the
the whole-
Swedish part, but that
the
may
whole,
have been from my mother's father's family.
Revenge story, like damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm guessing my great grandfather told my dad at some point. Huh.
I'm going to find him.
Wouldn't that be weird to actually find like the family of my great great grandfather?
Watch it be Ted.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Well, Ted's already somehow wrapped up with Janae.
Really? Like, how was that?
Isn't it Ted?
It's like, I know we kind of determined that like, Chris and Ted are like very distant cousins through like
Yeah.
some British family members.
Yeah,
That's the British version.
Yeah.
and maybe some Slovakian ones too.
Oh.
Honestly.
Man. Yeah. Yeah, it's like everything that I know about my family history is like very British Isles and Germanic and stuff. Like my blood is like the North Sea pretty much.
Connor knows everything about his family because his family.
Say again, you cut out.
Connor knows everything about his family because family. Calic.
One
Did
more
you repeat
time.
that?
Connor
Yes.
knows everything
Mm-hmm.
about his family
Okay. Because this is what I have not heard.
because they come from
Yeah.
Overcalic, Sweden.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
You told me about that.
Yeah.
Yes. What was
They
that
come from the
exactly
one
again?
place they had those incredible records.
Yeah, it's Overcalic is it's famous in the biology community because their ridiculously detailed records have allowed for meta-analysis of human epigenetic inheritance.
Yeah, that's kind of incredible. The fact that it actually allows for study of epigenetics.
Yeah, because the
And you're
priests
talking
there
about-
just were anal and meticulous about what they wrote down, and they wrote down everything.
Like
they
literally
wrote
everything. I mean, as a
We know
non-biologist,
their diets.
That's
as a
crazy.
non-biologist, it's incredible from the fact that you can, like, with a vague understanding of epigenetics that I have, it's incredible from the fact that you could study that from something that's not specifically, it's not like a specific target study of epigenetics. It's just something that they made
Mm-hmm.
because they were anal about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's just incredible. It really is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like they would that they have a history, like just a thorough, in-depth history of their families, like since the beginning of Christendom around there or something.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's like 1,000 years.
I mean, I think my families are northern Spain. If you look at my dad's side of the family, tracing it back as far as we sort of have, with what we have available, the families essentially originate from kind of not the Basque region, I think maybe more Catalonia.
Okay, so northeast.
Like kind of in between Spain and France.
All right. Yeah, there's a lot of
On
go
my
between
dad's side.
that stuff.
With my mom, it's one half of the family came from kind of Sicilian area, and the other half came from northern Italy. I'm not entirely sure the exact.
You're an abomination of Italian blood.
Well, there's probably a bunch of Italians who are like.
I was about to react in surprise too because that's unusual.
I mean, it's because they came together in the U.S., right?
Well, they met in the U.S.
Yeah.
Like my grandma and my grandpa. Because
And amazingly, they spoke the same language.
and neither of them I mean, if you look at Sicilians, you have a lot of Sicilians who are very dark skinned. Neither of my family are dark skinned. I mean, they're both very Caucasian looking. So it wasn't like there was any.
Maybe you're descended from the Normans that lived around there.
It's possible. It's possible. I mean, with Spain and Italy, it's very fucking crazy because you have so many different. You have the
Yeah, Spain's
Mediterranean.
the melting pot like no other.
Yeah, you have a melting pot. You very, very, very wide. These are trade routes. There are all sorts of things. So you have a lot of different groups kind of going around. It's hard to say. It's interesting to look into it, but I mean, I don't really. That also kind of puts me off of looking into it.
It's a lot.
Also, I mean, it's just like you're not going to find too many answers.
Yeah.
About anything, because it's going to be it's very chaotic in the Mediterranean.
Oh yeah.
As far as ethnicity goes.
Because they have so many boats.
And so many boats, and so many. I mean, even within like regional areas, you have very distinct ethnicities, which.
Yep.
I mean, it's not even touching on like Slavs and stuff like that, where you have, Eastern European slaves.
Slavs.
Yeah, Slavs.
Don't call them slaves.
I'm not calling them slaves.
Yeah, it's like Eastern Europe. It's so flat. It's so easy to move around. At least in a very literal sense. I mean, as far as borders go,
Well,
it's fluctuated a lot.
Because, and I'm talking about this as like, if you look at Sicily or, I mean, at least in my heritage, you could easily have Eastern European heritage in some aspect or the other. You could have Northern German, you could have a lot of different. I mean, it's crazy. I guess that's why it's so chaotic.
Yeah.
Because it could be, as you were saying, Normans.
It could even be some Lombards who got that far south.
Yeah, Lombards.
Some of them did.
Yeah.
And you could have, with Cuba, for example, you can have all sorts of.
Like you're
talking about the colonies.
Yeah, depending on how long.
People, you could have all sorts of things.
In Cuba, depending on how long your family was there, there's certainly a little bit of Native American, Native Cuban there.
Right. I mean, there's all sorts of these different things that can mix in there.
Yeah.
Which is really cool to look into, but I don't know. For me, that's a lot of. I'm not sure where the records go, how far they go with any of that.
Yeah.
I think they go pretty decently, but it's interesting to look into for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So if either of you two ever decide to go like hardcore into this and get like a DNA test or something through like Ancestry or one of those sites, I'd be more than happy to explain it to you because most people need it explained.
Okay. But I mean, whenever I want to pay for it, I'll certainly do it.
Yeah, it's whenever you have the expanded capital I need.
I'm not like saying I don't think you guys could do it or anything. I'm just saying that
Oh no, I mean I'd
it's
appreciate
not
help.
easy to understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I got that.
Generally, it's also
Like,
an approximation too.
Yeah, it is. Like I've had to explain to my aunt 3 times why my grandmother doesn't have more Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is because she's from Lebanon.
Yeah.
Everyone lived in Lebanon.
Huh. Except the Lebanese these days.
No, there's still a lot of Lebanese there. It's just the Maronites, the Christian ones, keep moving out.
Yeah.
So, actually, funny story about that. My grandmother actually has Lebanese citizenship because
Yeah.
the Maronites, because in Lebanon, because it's stupid, religions are political parties.
Yeah, it's kind of like that in the Balkans in some places too, like around Albania.
Yeah, but because the Maronites wanted to inflate their numbers for an election, they sent representatives to Chicago and registered everyone at the Maronite church as a citizen of Lebanon.
Wow.
That's incredible. And kind of insane.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, the Teutonic Order actually is landed. Like, in an odd place, actually. They're in, like, the eastern corner of Hungary in 1220.
I'll be right back.
Weird.
Right, well, I mean, we're pretty much done, so...
Oh, okay.
Alright. Oh, yeah, that's, probably something... I don't know. We'll figure something out later.
Yeah, we might want to do a test game at some point, maybe over this weekend or something, to do, see if this is some kind of, like, major problem we're gonna have with desyncing. I don't know.
Yeah,
The game
weird.
lasted for a while, but it would be, because we had it as a, like, consecutive wave. I think it would be a good idea for us to test it out
Mm-hmm.
at some point before we do our next stream.
Yeah.
I'm
See
game for
if
that.
there's
It's a
any
long
problems.
weekend.
Yeah, it's a long weekend, so we have plenty of time.
Alright.
Like, if we want to do it in the middle of the day or something, just see.
Yeah.
Start a new game if we need to. Could do some double testing.
Alright, we'll see.
Because, yeah, we want to sound.
Alright.
But yeah, I want to head out. Have a good night.
Alright.
Hope everybody in the stream has a good night. And I'll see you all soon.
Alright, talk to you guys later. Drop out. Alright. So that was kind of annoying that I was kept dropping like that. And, I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of rebellions. That's really annoying. So, that'll be it for today. Tomorrow, I kind of want to start up a new campaign. Maybe Hearts of Iron. Maybe go back to something in CK2. Maybe get back to one of those older campaigns that I was failing at in EU4. I'm feeling more Hearts of Iron right now. I might want to start up something like that. Maybe talk about some of the... There was a million things announced at EDXCon like a week ago or so. I'd like to maybe go over some of that stuff. So, until then, thank you guys very much for joining me. Rock over London, rock on Chicago. I am Cyrock Omega, and have a nice day. Later.